Hey guys, we just wrapped up riding Honda's 2020 Africa Twin Adventure Sport ES DCT. I know that's a mouthful, but this is Honda's top of the range adventure touring bike for 2020. Now, what I really like about this 2020 machine is obviously just the added oomph from its parallel twin engine. Honda added stroke to the engine for 2020, and it's got so much more torque, so much more acceleration. This thing leaps off the corner with almost sport bike-like vigor. This particular model is equipped with Honda's DCT, dual clutch transmission. Honda has been manufacturing this motorcycle-specific dual clutch transmission for 10 years now. I believe this is the 5th generation DCT system. And ever since Honda unveiled that technology on the VFR 1200F for the 2010 model year, I was enamored with it. And this 5th generation DCT system is just unbelievable how much faster it is in terms of the response time. The shifts are even faster. The clutch engagement is so much quicker, so much more precise. Folks who really want to elevate that response to the next level will appreciate that Honda's fitted a G mode. G mode stands for gravel mode, and what it does is it mashes that torque even faster, and it's really handy if you need immediate propulsion for hopping over a log or a rock. It just locks up the clutch and lets it have just a millisecond more response when you're giving it gas at a low RPM. Very nice feature. Even in standard configuration without G mode active, the clutch is very fast, but if you need that 1 millisecond faster response time, enable G mode. Now the cool thing about this DCT transmission is you can just leave it in auto mode and let the machine do all the work. There's no clutch lever to actuate, no gears to shift. Of course, if you want to shift manually, you can with finger mounted shift levers on the left hand side. Now when you're riding off-road, the manual mode's definitely the way to go. The machine just freewheels a little bit too much in automatic mode, and it gives a very strange sensation where the chassis is just not loaded up. When you're riding in the dirt, you really want that engine to be loading the chassis just so you have grip, and the actual extra reciprocating mass of the engine when the engine's revving helps load that chassis, gives you extra traction. We're riding on Metzeler Karoo tires. These tires are a dual sport tire designed for riding on and off road, and they work really good on the pavement and off the pavement. I was actually surprised by how well they worked. Definitely a great tire. Of course, this Africa Twin, one of the things that really separates adventure bikes from the men, from the boys in the ADV segment is a 21-inch front and an 18-inch rear wheel. Now, 2118s are so nice because it gives you access to the same type of off-road dirt bike tire that an off-road bike would come with or a motocross bike would come with. So if you really want to get nasty with this bike and go to really crazy places, you can literally fit a motocross style tire on this bike and really get nasty with it. This particular Africa Twin comes with Showa's electronic suspension. This semi-active suspension automatically adjusts the compression and rebound damping circuits in real time based on rider control input and vehicle conditions. Showa's done a really nice job with the suspension. I can't believe how mild to wild the suspension can go with a few clicks of the button. Say you're riding on the asphalt and you want a really firmly dampened motorcycle that you can ride really hard on pavement, you can do that. You can put the settings in. And it's almost ridiculous how hard you can ride this bike with off-road size wheels. Conversely, if you're riding on that slick hardpack, you can put the motorcycle in the softest suspension mode and you can feel the fork compress and work that tire, let it dig into the dirt. Same thing with the shock. This is a very easy motorcycle to ride. Ergonomically, there's some features I like about this motorcycle, and there's also some stuff I don't like. When you're riding on the road, in typical Honda fashion, this seat is a street bike seat. It's low, it's wide, it's well supported. This motorcycle is very comfortable for racking up the odometer. The fairing's very wide, does a great job of blocking the rider from the elements. Most adventure touring bikes, even though they have a fairing, even though they have a windscreen, you're kind of in the element still. Not with this bike. This bike cocoons you, keeps you very comfortable. Conversely, the ergonomics when you're riding off-road, the handlebar has a lot of rearward sweep, which is great on the street, but it's not so good off-road. When you're standing up at the controls of this bike, because the seat is so low, there's really nothing to squeeze onto like you would on other adventure touring bikes. When you're riding off-road, you want to be able to squeeze the bike with your knees like you would on a dirt bike. That gives you more control, more stability when you're riding on terrain that's unfamiliar or a little bit sketchy. Overall, ergonomics are excellent on the street. Ergonomics are a little strange off-road. I also don't like how that windscreen, although it does a great job of blocking the elements, when I'm riding and I'm standing up, I feel like the windscreen's gonna cut off my neck. It's just not positioned in a proper way when I'm over the front end of the bike. Those are the only real strengths. Other than that, it's a very comfortable bike for road bike riding on the street. It has all the rider aids and technological features to make it an easier bike to ride wherever you go, on or off-road. Yes, there are more capable ADV bikes, especially off-road, but if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of experience and you want a motorcycle with very sophisticated electronics that's gonna allow you to ride this bike very hard without it worrying about it biting you, this bike is your bike. Of course, it has a couple squawks. The electronic function of the 6.5-inch color dash. Yes, I love the dash. It's big, it's colored, it's TFT, but the problem is the menu navigation is very cumbersome, it's very clunky, it's nowhere near as slick as the setup on its Bavarian Nemesis. You're gonna have to spend some time reading the manual, playing with the functions to really get acclimated to the display. It's not like other bikes where you can just hop on and figure it out. This thing, you're gonna have to read the manual a couple times to really understand. Besides that small squawk, I really like this motorcycle. The 5-position adjustable windscreen's a great feature. Cruise control is now standard on this bike, as are heated grips in this Adventure Sport ES configuration. Of course, this Adventure Sport ES comes equipped with a 6.5-gallon fuel tank. That's a lot of gas. It just allows you to go and use this motorcycle as the category intends. Adventure touring. You're going to be touring on this bike. It's got a very comfortable rider seat, a very comfortable passenger seat, a nice luggage rack so you can strap things to you. And that's what really this adventure touring bike from Honda really is. It's a cross between a dual sport, sport touring bike, an upright bike, and it melds all of these different categories into one bike that can really do it all. And for its $18,000 asking price, you get a tremendous amount of bike, a tremendous amount of technology, and a tremendous amount of integrated function. Honda was lagging behind the competition in the electronics department for many, many years. Finally, with this 2020 machine, you know, instrumentation aside, they have the electronics on this motorcycle very well integrated. And if you're looking for that do-it-all adventure touring bike that comes with all the bells and whistles for only 18 grand, you'd be a fool not to buy this Honda Africa Twin Adventure Sport ES DCT. Well guys, that's a wrap of the 2020 Africa Twin. Please log on to motorcyclistonline.com to read the review. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, leave us a comment, let us know if you like these videos, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.